so that we could be here today to have this opportunity, not only for ourselves, but for the generations to come. My children, my grandchildren, your children, potentially your children, and the next generations to come. That's what this is about, raising this awareness. So thank each and every one of you for coming and showing up, because that's what it takes, is showing up for the moment. Because how can you be heard if you don't speak up? How can you be seen if you don't show up? So let's remember this. And in whatever ways you want to honor this, I'm going to offer a song. And in this song, it's about, in the beginning, when the song was first made, it was about a boy singing out to a girl his love. And then the second verse was the girl singing her love back to the boy. And in the third verse, it was the boy and the girl standing together, singing to Mother Earth their love. And so when you hear it, what it's saying in the English is, Mother Earth, don't you cry, we will always be by your side. Mother Earth, can't you see, we will always love you. So just for this moment, take a deep breath, because in the Cherokee way, we believe if we take in this deep breath right now with the awareness that's around us, we take it in and we internalize it, and then whenever we focus our energy onto what comes next, and whenever we exhale into that next moment, we bring that dream and vision with us. So in this moment, please, share with me in this song as we honor all the directions of all of our ancestors. Because in our way, if one of these lives in you, then you're one of us, and I'm one of you. No matter what this color looks like, no matter what we call our people, language we speak, we are all one tribe of the earth. All of us had to come from somewhere. And from somewhere, all of our ancestors had to go out there and figure it out. Your ancestors had to go figure it out just like mine did. They had a vision for this earth, for the climate, for the future. Maybe they didn't call it climate back then, but they knew that as long as the waters ran, as long as the wind blew, and as long as the grass grew, we would know harmony and peace.
Amigos de JM Pro TV, esta es una transmisión en vivo. Estamos en Downtown Asheville con el Climate Strike organizada por Sunrise Movement. The name for who we're going to speak. Hi, do you have who is going to be speaking the next?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take a picture of put it in my.
Do you have the list?
Just I want just the name and
Which one? Have it.
yeah. Awesome. All right. And
Play.
Play.
Swan Davis.
could you write it down, please, for me?
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry.
Here's-
Just, Right down. Thank you.
Get out the goal, but if you can make a step forward for the future, not only for yourself, but for the next generations to come. Please show up, speak up. Thank you so much, all you young people, all of you, everyone. Thank you for coming. My ancestors, thank you. Your ancestors, thank you.
Excuse me.
Check. Thank you, Jonas, so much. That was beautiful. Let's give him another round of applause. So I know it's a little bit cold and it's a little bit drizzly right now. So do we want to do some jumping jacks? Do we want to get hyped up? How do we want to do this? Yeah. Okay, let's jump. Woo! Stay on. Yeah. Woo! Great job, guys. Great job. Are we a little bit warmer now, or? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so I would like to formally introduce myself. My name is Swan Davis. I am a sophomore at Asheville High School. Yeah. Asheville High School, where are you at? And I do want to address the Green New Deal because I don't know if everyone actually knows what it is, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a few million signs about the Green New Deal here. So it isn't sunrise if we don't mention the Green New Deal at least a few times. So the Green New Deal is a piece of legislation which appropriately addresses climate change. But in doing so, it'll create millions of jobs and address systemic poverty and inequality. It was most popularly proposed by our representatives Ed Markey and the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Politicians like these stand out and often restore our trust and support, but the majority of our government has spent more time avoiding this issue than addressing it. Our future is on the line. When the worst of climate change becomes irreversible, guess how old I'll be? My grandparents' age, a little younger? No, I will be 26 years old. But by not addressing this crisis as it is, you are setting up the majority of the population to fail. Your selfishness has created a detrimental ripple effect too big to even imagine. When I say this, I am directly addressing you, Mayor Mannheimer. I am speaking directly to you. Now, I don't know if you know me, I doubt you do, or remember me, but I do know that when you looked me and 7 other Sunrisers straight in the eyes after we confronted you about sending us through hoop after hoop after hoop and back again about the Green New Deal, something that we cannot get a single ounce of political traction on because of you, you told us that you want nothing more than to see this issue solved. But then blatantly shot down a local level proposal of the Green New Deal that actually holds you accountable. You proposed a resolution of the Green New Deal that will never once hold you accountable for my future. Now I ask you, on behalf of Sunrise and my generation, how? How did you look us in the eyes when you are part of a systemic issue of environmental injustice that denies my success in the future, that sets a generation up to fail? How did you do it, and will you do it again? When me and my fellow Sunrisers ask you today again and again and again, will you serve as an example and declare a climate emergency? Will you pass the version of the resolution that holds you accountable? Will you be on the right side of history? I ask every single person here, will you be on the right side of history? Or will you be in the middle, refusing to get involved because it's too much work, or you just don't care? Truly ask yourself, at the end of this rally, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Honestly, ask yourself, do you care? How much do you care? Throughout this rally, you are going to hear some fantastic speakers that I am so excited about. And you are going to feel all kinds of emotions and be motivated at the end, but what are you going to do with that motivation? Will you make a change? Will you put their words into action? That leads me to our next speaker, which I am so excited to introduce to you. Katrina, if you will come to the stage. Katrina, you are helping Sunrise lay its foundation through your amazing work, a youth transit rider and Voices graduate, and Just Economics Western North Carolina by creating a sustainable economy here through education and advocacy. At 24 years old, she's newly graduated from UNCA. Let's give her a massive round of applause!
Thank you, everyone. My name is Katrina Griffin. I connected with Just Economics after graduating from their local community organizing class, Voices for Economic Justice. Once a week for over 2 months, we engaged with our fellow community members to discuss the struggles that we collectively faced. We shared our experiences of working for less than a living wage, of juggling 2 jobs and still not making ends meet. We had all had the experience of staring down the check engine light in our cars if we were lucky enough to have them, because we just can't afford to fix it this month. You knew the surge of panic, an unexpected bill, and running the math in your head wondering if you'll be okay. Again and again, we came back to the stagnation of wages and what a living wage would mean for individuals and the local economy. The Sunrise Movement has proposed a Green New Deal, a blueprint on how we can combat climate change and its escalating inequity. The Green New Deal reflects what it means not only to have a sustainable future for the planet, but so that people are able to invest in their own futures with a living wage. Without that, people are forced to put off buying a house, renting from limited options, and are frequently forced out of their housing altogether. When our small budgets have to tighten, we turn to cheaper, lower quality food or are forced to skip meals entirely in order to save money. With the Green New Deal, a sustainable future for the planet includes a plan for individuals to earn a dignified living with good jobs who are able to afford basic health care, housing, and healthy food. The local implications of the deal would involve creating living wage jobs through locally sourced renewable energy green-collar jobs, raising the minimum wage, and making sure that our firefighters and our city employees can afford a dignified living. Jobs working with non-renewable resources, coal, gas, and oil, were once the staples of a decent living and good benefits. The goal is to change the infrastructure from one that is catering to gas and oil CEOs and with tax breaks and subsidies to one that will create millions of new jobs with renewable energy. By supporting the Green New Deal, encouraging your local representatives to support it as well, and working with organizations that also work to promote the Green New Deal, we can take action towards meaningful change on living wages. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina. That was amazing. Can we get another round of applause? By the end of this, y'all are going to be so done clapping. Oh my gosh. But thank you. So for our next speaker, I want to introduce Pancho Bermejo, who is the co-director of Beloved Asheville. Beloved is a community-rooted group, and they believe that community has the power to change everything. Currently, Beloved is building the Beloved Village of deeply affordable, sustainable homes that produce equity, a true model of the Green New Deal.
This inspired me hardcore. Like, it's amazing to see all this new generation came in and start fighting for the rights of the planet and the rights of the people. So in Asheville we are like this is good. How good is that? So we are people that believe that we are the people that need to change the stuff. We are not waiting for nobody. Even then, sometimes we need to push the public service because they forgive that they are serving the public and we are the public. So we need to remember they and push they to change, make policies in pro of the community. So even when we do these kind of things and we go to city meetings and we try to push a lot of people in the city, we really believe that pushing the city is not enough. We need to came and start building their own solution because we know what is the problems. We live in this community, we know there is gentrification going on, we know that we need to solve the problems of the crisis of housing that we are having, like people that work here 2 jobs in downtown and they can afford to live close to downtown. So this is actually where we came with this idea like 2 years ago, and we started thinking, man, why nobody's doing nothing about that? And people is talking about affordable housing and they corrupt that word. So when people say now affordable housing, nobody believes there is affordable housing no more because it's only for some kind of people. So this is the reason why we start thinking, oh, maybe we need to start making our own world. So it's going to be deeply affordable housing. And the stuff that is happening is that people, a lot of people don't understand why we have deeply affordable housing, because affordable housing in the name say affordable. Only it's not affordable. It's crazy how even the system corrupts the word that we use. So we start working in this idea that we start building a house that can be affordable, and the only way that we can do that is with a community. So the less money that we spend, the more affordable the housing is going to be. So for me, always, I see the community like this big puzzle that everybody can be part of one piece of the big picture there. So the stuff that we start doing is start asking people in the community, you know, we have this dream and we know that the community can bring the solution of one of the biggest problems that we are having in this city. So we start asking, I do a lot of art, so I don't know nothing about architecture, I don't know nothing about different things, so I start asking people, you know, I have this skill, only what skill you have, and what skill you want to offer to solve the problems of this community. And people start saying, oh, you know I have machines, I know construction work, and people start volunteering to make the change. Like somebody was saying, like, this is very important, this kind of rallies is very important because you meet people. So usually people go to concerts to meet people that like the same kind of music. So this is the kind of events that you meet the people that agree with you, that want to be part of the change. So I hope that you take this opportunity for meet somebody that you can work with. So like I said, we start asking people in the community, and we have the skills in the community. This is the thing, we have the problems in the community, and we have the solutions in the community. The only thing that we need to be doing is to start sharing the results that we have. Like I was talking yesterday with two Latinx youth, and I was saying to them, you know, I'm gonna post my picture in Facebook. I'm gonna make a post in Facebook, and they start laughing at me. We don't use Facebook. What? And they said, we use Instagram, and I was saying to them, oh, you know, I post these videos in Facebook, and they said, you know, there is an option to post a video that is like 10 minutes longer in Instagram, and I was thinking, like, what? Only it's because sometimes we have this disconnection, and so I guess that's totally what I'm trying to say, that you have to teach us how to know what kind of communication you are using for connect us, and I say, we need you, the same way that you need us. And together we can bring the solution because everybody has different skills. And the other thing that I want to say is that, so we worked for 2 years asking people and inviting people to become the solution and not only talk about the solution. And 2 months ago, we started building the first house that is going to be deeply affordable. And we are in the process of the fundraise, so everybody that want to be part, you can check us in the page, it's below Asheville.com. If you want to be involved or have more information or become involved, we post usually work days in Facebook. So if somebody wants to be involved, we have a house that is going to be built by youth and kids. So this is the amazing part of all this. Like when you invite the community, you have every part of the community there working. Like you have kids from they have 4 years until elder than are 70. Why? Because everybody agreed that we need to be the solution. And this is the time, because we don't have a lot of time. So I invite you to I know that a lot of you already are involved in a lot of different things, so I invite you to be more involved. Like, we need to spend more time than we can if we want to have this planet alive, and I guess if we want to be alive in this planet. So become involved. And thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Pancho, for that speech and all that you do. Can we give him one more round of applause? So I know the weather's still not fantastic, so we're going to get a little more hype, and we're going to start off with a super fun chant. System change, not climate change. My friends back here are going to help me out, right guys? Okay, so when we say system change, not climate change, call and response. You guys say it. Are we ready? Okay. System change, not climate change. 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 One more time. Change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. Yay! So our next speaker is an advocate for the community, youth, and the environment, which is what Sunrise Movement is all about. He is someone who appreciates being able to serve alongside people who care about our planets and the potential that we all have to work together for positive change. Please welcome to the stage, Daniel Suter.
All right. How are y'all feeling today? Okay, it's beautiful out here. I see some very familiar faces. Some young people that I work with on a daily basis are in the audience right now, coming from whatever school they came from. Yeah! Plenty of people that I work with, I see right here in the audience, and everybody that's here, you being here means something very special. You are this moment right here. We are this moment right here together. So thank you for being here. Can you give yourselves a round of applause? So I'm just like looking out in the audience and just around. I'm wondering like how many different schools are in the house today? What school did you come from? Yell it out. What school? I heard a lot of different schools. I'm not sure which ones were which, but it sounds fantastic. So yeah, thank y'all for welcoming me up here. It's really, really good to see your faces. It's cold. I see rosy cheeks, smiling. See a lot of happy faces. And this moment, it's powerful because of the energy that we all are sharing. Like us seeing each other, us being here together, it's that support that we need because we're going through it. Just being out here in the world, going to school, going to work, living our lives, and seeing all the things that are happening to our planet. Because we're deeply connected to our planet, and our planet is reaching out to us. It's communicating to us. It's letting us know that something's wrong. And for everybody that hears it, it's up to us to project that and yell it out loud. Something's wrong. We got to do something. So other people get here too. So just like when we look at the trees around us, it's almost as if the earth was just reached its hand out into the air and opened its hand to reach out. And that's what we are right now together, all right? We're that hand reach out. So I want to ask you, how did you get here? How did we get here? And it's a story. The bus, you got about a bus and a car. A lot of people came here from school. And deeper than that, up to this moment, how did you get here? What was the story of how you got here? How did you realize everything that you realized to get you here today? Right? So guess what? A lot of people realize the same thing, that they should be here. It's the story of it all. We're all a part of a story. And that story is so important because it will be told. Whether it's us telling it